For over a century, the pulled rickshaw relied on human muscle. It was a transport system built on the exploitation of society's most vulnerable laborers. We swapped muscle for machinery. The introduction of auto and cycle rickshaws spared drivers extreme physical strain. But outfitting millions of these three-wheelers with two-stroke engines choked cities in a dense smog of exhaust and gridlock. To clear the air, modern urban planners are turning to electric, zero-emission autonomous vehicles. By removing the driver, cities aim to eliminate human error and drastically reduce urban pollution levels. However, stripping the driver from the vehicle creates an automation vacuum. Historically, the rickshaw industry provided an essential entry point for rural migrants to earn an income. Automating these roles displaces this workforce, cutting off a primary path to financial stability for newcomers. Eliminating carbon emissions is a necessary goal. But if the solution involves engineering an exclusionary transport network that functions without people, the resulting city loses its capacity for social mobility. Berlin is testing an alternative to total automation through the Fassadenstraße 100 Smart City Pilot Project. This project operates within a 100-meter radius called a secure habitat. This site functions as a 24-hour urban microcosm, testing how public space can manage traffic, energy, and labor as a single coordinated system. The project rejects the standard model of total human replacement. Instead, the framework pairs zero-emission vehicles and robotic assistants with human workers supervising the digital infrastructure. This creates a symbiotic triad. By allowing artificial intelligence and human workers to actively compensate for each other's limitations, the city can maintain high-tech efficiency without sacrificing the human workforce. The first agent is the autonomous e-rickshaw. Limited to a safe 25 kilometers per hour, this vehicle uses sensor fusion, a combination of cameras, LiDAR, and radar, to navigate bike lanes and dynamically reroute around traffic blockages. The second agent is the humanoid buddy. These wheeled robots handle physical logistical tasks like swapping depleted batteries at charging stations and assisting passengers. The final pillar is the Smart City Supervisor. These are human operators who monitor AI dashboards and retain the final authority over complex ethical decisions or emergency interventions that algorithms cannot handle. Separating these functions, physical transit, robotic assistance, and human oversight, removes the vulnerabilities found in purely autonomous networks. Each agent provides a layer of redundancy that keeps the system stable and accountable. The ecosystem pivots its focus based on the hour. Between 18 and 06, when passenger demand drops, the fleet transitions into a last-mile delivery network for food, packages, and medical supplies. During these hours, the e-rickshaws act as cargo shuttles. Humanoid robots meet the vehicles to execute battery swaps and physically transfer packages to residents. Information pulses from street sensors into a central AI for predictive maintenance, scheduling repairs before parts fail. To ensure transparency, tasks are logged on a decentralized blockchain. This immutable record triggers smart contracts to manage energy and payments. Because the human supervisors and robots maintain an active presence on the street, the neighborhood remains secure at night. This eliminates the need for the city to rely on invasive, anonymous surveillance cameras. During daylight hours, the system pivots back to passenger transport, focusing on providing high-end cultural experiences for residents and visitors. The fleet uses a design philosophy called Imperium Mobilis, styling the e-rickshaws after historical empires. For example, the Ottoman-style units feature dark wood and calligraphy, turning a standard ride into a theatrical experience. Inside the vehicle, augmented reality displays project historical 3D models of the surrounding architecture onto the windows. At the same time, the humanoid robot acts as a multilingual tour guide, answering questions about the city's heritage. This integration of interactive education and historical aesthetics turns the autonomous rickshaw into an instrument of experiential tourism, where the journey itself provides cultural value. The Fassadenstraße 100 ecosystem functions as an integration hub for newly arrived residents, using the transit network to facilitate social onboarding. For immigrants, the humanoid robots serve as infinitely patient language trainers. Because the robots operate 24 hours a day, newcomers can practice local dialects and receive cultural orientation while working within the mobility network. The network also supports the elderly. The robots act as nursing aides, physically guiding residents from their doors into step-free e-rickshaws and monitoring their vital signs during the trip to the clinic. Using artificial intelligence for this support role provides a consistent 24/7 presence. This helps eliminate the hesitation vulnerable populations may feel when navigating complex city services in a new environment. To prevent labor displacement, the project works with the Berlin Chamber of Commerce to provide formal training and upskilling for the existing workforce. Traditional rickshaw drivers and delivery personnel are not phased out. They are trained to become certified smart city supervisors, moving from manual labor to high-tech roles managing the AI dashboards and autonomous fleets. This creates a feedback loop where human supervisors mentor the AI. They teach the robots to recognize ethical context and social nuances that algorithms cannot generate on their own. The Berlin pilot demonstrates a model where reassigning human workers from manual toil to system oversight allows city efficiency to grow. By prioritizing human-robot collaboration, the project shows how future cities can embrace automation while expanding rather than reducing the role of the worker.